Hi everyone. Hi, welcome to Shakespeare, Shaking Scenes this afternoon for our 5 o'clock show. My name's Linda. You may have met me a couple of weeks ago. I'm back again. And I'm one of the partners of Shakespeare. Now I'm taking charge of the book this afternoon, and we've got a good selection and a great selection of actors who are going to be presenting you full scenes. Right. Now, for those of you who may not have seen our work before, what we do is we present live Shakespeare online. But where we differ from other theatrical online companies is that we work from cue scripts, which was the original way that Shakespeare worked with his actors. And that means our actors perform from their cues and their lines only. Now, they've already prepared individually, so they get their script, they look at the lines, they get the clues from it, work out their characters from that. And as I said, it's just the way that Shakespeare worked in his time. Now, our actors, they have no idea from whom their next cue is coming from. So all of us, the players, the audience, we're going to experience the story as if it is for the first time together. Now, there are times in preparation that a query may arise as to the text. And in that case, they can always have a quick chat with Lizzie, who's our expert on this, and she will give them clarification as to the pronunciations or anything else that's text related. Now, before we begin, we have a donation button, and usually we welcome any contribution you feel happy to give to our hardworking actors. But because of the things that are happening in the world right now, this week we're going to be donating any proceeds that we receive to the Stephen Lawrence charity, and that's to support them in the wonderful work that they have been doing for these last few years. Okay, so actors, if you could go off to the tiring house, if you could, no, before you do that, I'd like you to wave and say hello to everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Lovely. Now, who we have with us today? We have Susie, Siegffried,
Hi.
Larissa.
Hello.
We also have Geoffrey.
Hi.
And we have Geraldine and Bridget.
Hi.
And yes, Geraldine, Bridget. So everyone, have I mentioned everybody? Have I missed anybody? No? Okay. Off you go to the tiring house and take a deep breath and get ready to do your bit for Shakespeare this afternoon. Okay. Now, we have a lot of machinations this afternoon. And I know that this afternoon at 3 o'clock, it was more of a lighter mood. All of a sudden, Lizzie's taken this turn towards a bit of a dark mood. And I don't know what she was thinking when she planned this afternoon. Anyway, so here we go. Now, first scene we have for you is the Scottish play, beginning with MC and ending in Beth. Now, this scene, it takes place at about the middle of the play, and at this point, the noble Thane of Cawdor and his wife have murdered the old, kind Duncan, and Macbeth becomes king. It would seem that everything is good. However, there are gaps beginning to show in the Macbeth's relationships. Now, we know that. We know about problems in relationships. Lady Macbeth, she's a little bit afraid of losing her husband. She wants to know, what is he thinking? We're going to need Susie, Siegffried, and Larissa. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, when I go off, you may start.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Not had all spent where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them, they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint. Both the worlds suffer, ere we eat meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shakes us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason hath done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him eminence, both with eye and tongue. And safe the well that we must lave our honours in these flattering streams, and make our faces visors to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Full scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his flames lives.
But in them nature's copies not etern.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jocund. Ere the bat hath flown his cloister's flight, ere to black Hecate summons the shard-boned beetle with his drowsy bonds, humps, hath wrung nights yawn pale, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my word, but hold thee still. Things had begun, mixing themselves by ill. So, pray thee, go with me.
Whoa, yes, go with you. I mean, I suppose they're in it together now, aren't they? Ooh, quite chilling, actually, you know, when something goes wrong in your life and you plot and you plan when, you know, doing it a different way would have been better. Anyway, right. Well, the second scene that we have from you is from King John. And when the Rose Theatre was, it was one of the first performances that Shakespeare did at the Rose Theatre. Now we're going to need Larissa and Geoffrey and Siegffried to take a moment, because I know you've just left a scene, so we'll carry on for a bit. Now, King John is the younger brother of Richard the Lionheart, who has just died, and John has taken the throne. But the king had named Arthur as his heir, Now, John has managed to capture Arthur in battle, and Arthur is now a prisoner, but King John really wants him dead. He was acting as caretaker for Richard's estate, and King John is traditionally the bad guy. Yeah, well, he was such a bad king that in his day, the nobles forced him to sign the Magna Carta so that they could control him. So this story is about the softening of a man's heart. So, Larissa
Ooh.
and Geoffrey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you loud and clear. And
Can you see
Siegffried, I can see you
Yes.
and I can hear you. Yes,
My
perfect.
screen's
sight.
gone funny. Thank you. Okay.
That's it. Perfect sight. We can see you.
Right.
And Siegffried, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, then. When I go off, you come on. All right.
Heat me this iron hot. And look thou stand within the arras. When I strike my foot upon the bosom of the ground, rush forth and bind the boy. You shall find with me fast to the rail. Be heedful, hence, and watch. Young lad, come forth. I must say with you.
Good morrow, Hubert.
Good morrow, little prince.
And little prince having so great a title to be more prince as may be. You are sad.
Indeed, I have been, Marianne.
Mercy on me. Methinks nobody should be sad, but I. Are you sick, Hubert? You look pale today. In sooth, I would you were a little sick, that I might sit all night and watch with you. I warrant I love you more than you do me.
Words to take possession of my bosom. Read here, young Arthur. Now, foolish room, turning despiteous torture out of door. I must be brief, lest resolution drop out at mine eyes in tender womanish tears. Can you not read it? Is it not fair writ?
Too fairly, Hubert, for so foul effect as to with your hot irons burn out both mine eyes.
Young boy, I must.
And will you?
And I will.
Have you the heart? When head did but ache, I knit my handkerchief about your brows. The best I had, and brought it me, and I never did ask it you. If it is that you must use me ill, why then you must. Will you put out mine eyes? These eyes that never did nor never shall so much frown on you.
I've sworn to do it, and with hot irons must I burn them out.
On none but this iron age would do it. Are you more stubborn hard than hammered iron? And if an angel should have come to me and told me Hubert should put out mine eyes, I would not have believed him. No tongue but Hubert's.
But, come forth, do as I bid you do.
Oh, save me, Hubert, save me. My eyes are out even with the fierce looks of these bloody men.
Give me the iron, I say. And bind him here.
What need you be so boisterous rough? I will not struggle still. For heaven's sake, Hubert, let me not be bound. Nay, hear me, Hubert. Drive these men away, and I will sit here as quiet as a lamb.
Stand you within. Let me alone with him.
I am best pleased to be from such a deed.
Alas, I then have shied away my friend. Don't come back.
Go stand with him. Let me alone with him. Come, boy. Prepare yourself.
Is there no remedy?
None but to lose your eyes.
Oh, heaven! That there were but a moth in yours, a grain, just a gnat, a wielding hair.
Is this your promise? Go to. Hold your tongue.
Hubert, the utterance of a brace of tongues Mathis once pleading for a pair of eyes. Let me not hold my tongue. Let me not... Oh, Hubert, if you will cut out my tongue so I may keep mine eyes. Eyes. No, by my troth, the instrument is cold and would not harm me.
I can eat it, boy.
No, in good sooth. The father's dead with grief.
But with my breath, I can revive it, boy.
And if you do, you will but make it worse and low with shame of your proceedings, Hubert. All things that you should use do me not by their office. Only you do lack their mercy with fierce fire, iron dents.
Well, see to live.
Well, see to live. And will not touch thine eye for all the treasure that thy uncle owes. Yet am I sworn, and I did purpose, boy, with this same very iron to burn them out.
Oh, now you look like Hubert. All this while you were disguised.
Peace, no more. Adieu. Thine uncle must not know but thou art dead. I'll fill these dogged spies with false report. And pretty child, sleep, doubtless and secure, that Hubert, for the wealth of all the world, will not offend thee.
Oh, heaven. I thank you, Hubert.
Silence no more. Go closely in with me. Much danger do I undergo for thee.
Oh, I don't know what it was, that scene. Thank you so much, guys, for that. Oh my goodness. You know, when Arthur said, oh, you look like Hubert now, it's almost like the mercy made him, human again. And the whole thing of like plucking out the eyes are like the windows to the soul. And, good will always triumph in the end, won't it? Oh, that was really brilliant. Thank you so much for doing that, guys. Well done. Oh, that was really touching. Right. Well, the next scene that we have coming up is from Cymbeline. King Cymbeline of Britain has married a very proud and envious new wife who is working as hard as she can to arrange things the way she wants. The Queen wants power, and she wants her son to be married to Imogen, the king's daughter. Now, Imogen's already married to somebody else. But you know what? The Queen, she has knowledge of plants. Let's see what's going on here. Do we have Bridget ready?
Yep.
Okay. And Geoffrey, are you ready? You're jumping from one scene to the next. You okay?
Can you see and hear me?
I can see and hear you, yes.
Right. My screen's gone very funny, sorry.
No, you just trust that you're doing your bit.
Okay.
And Geraldine, are you ready? Geraldine? Are you muted? We have some technical help here.
I'm here.
Right, excellent.
I'm here. It's just that I completely forgot I was doing this.
Oh.
But I'll find it. Okay. I think you have to read.
The voice, a
Sorry?
voice comes from the darkness. May I suggest, book holder, on this occasion, could you read in?
Or do you want to put it on the chat for me?
No, it's easier if Linda reads in on this occasion, Geraldine.
I'm so sorry, I completely forgot.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Should have checked that before. Anyway, never mind.
Well,
we're here now.
This is the truth and the wonder of really live theatre.
I shall jump in here.
Yeah, I don't know very much.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, you see, this is exciting. We love it when things go a little bit wrong. It sort of makes it like really real.
Just kind of different, isn't it?
It is, yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we go. Now, so I've already explained what's going on here. So let's just get on with Cymbeline now. Okay. So, are you ready, guys?
Yes.
You may continue.
Whiles yet the dew's on ground, gather those flowers, make haste. Who has the note of them?
I, madam.
Dispatch. Now, Master Doctor, have you brought those drugs?
Oh, pleaseth your highness. Aye, here they are, madam. But I beseech your highness, without offence, my conscience bids me ask, wherefore you have commanded of me these most poisonous compounds, which are the movers of a languishing death, for though slow, deadly.
I wonder, Doctor, that thou asked me such a question. Have I not been thy pupil long? Hast thou not learned me how to make perfumes, distill, preserve? Yea, so that our great king himself doth woo me oft for my confections. Having thus far proceeded, unless thou think'st me devilish, it's not meet that I did amplify my judgment in other conclusions. I will try the forces of these thy compounds on such creatures as we count not worth the hanging, but none human, to try the vigor of them, and apply aliments to their act, and by them gather their several virtues and effects.
Your highness, from this practice, but make hard your heart. Besides, the seeing of these effects will both be noisome and infectious.
Oh, content thee. Here comes a flattering rascal. Upon him will I first work. He's for his master and enemy to my son. How now, Pisanio? Doctor, your service for this time is ended. Take your own way.
I do suspect you, madam, but you shall do no harm.
Hark thee, a word.
I do not like her.
No further service, Doctor, until I send for thee.
Do not like her. She just
I humbly take my leave.
We've cut. We've
Oh,
jumped. Yeah,
okay.
Go back. Yeah. Can you give me the cue, a word again?
Hark thee, a word.
I do not like her. She does think she has strange, lingering poisons. I do know her spirit and will not trust one of her malice with a drug of such damned nature. Though she will stupefy and dull the sense a while, no danger in what show of death they make, more than the locking up the spirits a while, to be more fresh, reviving. She is fooled with a most false effect, and I the truer for being false to her.
No further service, doctor, until I send for thee.
I humbly take my leave.
Weeps she still, sayest thou? Dost thou think in time she will not quench and let instructions enter where folly now possesses? Do thou work. Where thou shalt bring me word she loves my son, I'll tell thee on the instant thou art then as great as is thy master. Greater, for his fortunes all lie speechless, and his name is at last gasp. Return he cannot, nor continue where he is. What shalt thou expect to be depender on a thing that leans, who cannot be new built, nor has no friends, so much as but to prop him? Thou takest up a thing, thou knowst not what, but take it for thy labor. It is a thing I made which hath the king 5 times redeemed from death. I do not know what is more cordial. Nay, I prithee, take it. It is an earnest of a farther good that I mean to thee. Tell thy mistress how the case stands with her. Do it as from thyself. I'll move the king to any shape of thy preferment, such as thou'lt desire, and then myself chiefly, that set thee onto this desert, am bound to load thy merit richly. Call my women. Think on my words. A sly and constant knave, not to be shaked, the agent for his master, and the remembrancer of her to hold the hand fast to her lord. I have given him that which, if he take, shall quite unpeople him. So, well done, well done. The violets, cowslips, and the primroses bear to my closet. Fare thee well, Pisanio. Think on my words.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. You know, as I was listening to that, I was just thinking, my goodness, all you had to do was have a nice open conversation about what your wishes and your hopes were. But oh no, we've got to go round and manipulate and make potions and lotions to try and persuade people to do things. Manipulations, eh? Always be aware of these things. So yeah, thank you so much. That was really, really enjoyable. Okay. Well, it's going so quickly, actually. And the next scene we have is from Coriolanus. And have we got on standby Susie?
Yeah.
Geraldine?
Yes.
Bridget?
Yep.
Larissa?
Hello.
Excellent, excellent. Now, here we are. We are in the city of Rome. And a mighty soldier of Rome, Caius Marcius, has led an army off to fight the Volscians. Now, he's left at home his young wife and his son, who are living with his mother. And this scene is between the 2 women, the wife and the mother-in-law. Are you ready? When I go off, you come on.
I pray you, daughter, sing or express yourself in a more comfortable sort. If my son were my husband, I should freely rejoice in that absence wherein he won honour, then in the embracements of his bed where he would show most love, when yet he was but a tender-bodied and the only son of my womb, when youth with comeliness plucked all gaze his way, when for a days of kings' entreaties a mother would not sell him an hour from her beholding, I, considering how honour would become such a person, that it was no better than picture-like to hang by the wall, if renown made it not stir, was pleased to let him seek danger, where he was like to found fame. To a cruel war I sent him, from whence he returned, his brows bound with oak. I tell thee, daughter, I sprang not more in joy in first hearing he was a man-child, than now in first seeing he had proved himself a man.
But had he died in the business, madam, how then?
Then his good report should have been, my son, I therein would have found issue. Hear me profess sincerely, had I a dozen sons, each in my love alike, and none less dear than thine and my good Marcius, I had rather 11 die nobly for their country than one voluptuously surfeit out of action.
Madam, the Lady Valeria has come to visit you.
Beseech you, give me leave to retire myself.
Indeed, you shall not. Methinks I hear thither your husband's drum. I see him pluck Phidias down by the hair, like as children from a bear. The vultures shunning him, I see him stamp thus and call thus, come on, you cowards, you were got in fear, though you were born in Rome, his bloody brow, then wiping with his mailed hand, forth he goes, like to a harvest man, who's tasked to mow, or all, or lose his hire.
His bloody brow! Oh, Jupiter, no blood!
Away, you fool! It more becomes a man than gilt his trophy. The breasts of Hecuba, when she did suckle Hector, looked not lovelier than Hector's forehead when it burst forth with Grecian sword. Contending, tell Valeria we are fit to bid her welcome.
Heavens bless my lord from fell Phidias.
He'll beat Phidias' head below his knee and tread upon his neck.
My ladies both, good day to you.
Sweet madam.
I am glad to see your ladyship.
How do you both? You are manifest housekeepers. What are you sewing here? A fine spot in good faith. How does your little son?
I thank your ladyship. Well, good madam.
He had rather see the swords and hear a drum than look upon his schoolmaster.
My word, the father's son. I'll swear 'tis a very pretty boy. Ah, my troth, I looked upon him a Wednesday 1/2 hour together. He's such a confirmed countenance. I saw him run after a gilded butterfly, and when he caught it, he let it go again, and after it again, and over he comes, and up again, catched it again. Or, whether his fall enraged him, or how it was, he did so set his teeth and tear at it. Oh, I warrant how he mimicked it.
One of his father's moods.
Indeed, la, 'tis a noble child.
A crack, madam.
Come, lay aside your stitchery. I must have you play the idle housewife with me this afternoon.
No, good madam, I will not out of doors.
Not she shall.
Out of doors?
Indeed, no. By your patience, I'll not over the threshold till my lord return from the wars.
Hey, you confine yourself most unreasonably. Come, you must go visit the good lady that lies in.
I will wish her speedy strength and visit her with my prayers, but I cannot go thither.
Why, I pray you?
'Tis not to save labor, nor that I want love.
You would be another Penelope. Yet they say all the yarn she spun in Ulysses' absence did but fill Ithaca with moths. Come, I would your cambric were sensible as your finger, that you might leave pricking it for pity. Come, you shall go with us.
No, good madam, pardon me, indeed I will not forth.
In truth, La, go with me, and I'll tell you excellent news of your husband.
Oh, good madam, there can be none yet.
Verily, I do not jest with you. There came news from him last night.
Indeed, madam.
In earnest, 'tis true. I heard a senator speak it. Thus it is. The Volsces have an army forth, against whom Cominius, the general, is gone with one part of our Roman power. Your lord and Titus Lartius are set down before their city Corioli. They say nothing about prevailing, and to make it brief, wars. This is true on mine honor, and so I pray, go with.
Give me excuse, good madam. I will obey you in everything hereafter.
Let her alone, lady. As she is now, she will but disease our better mirth.
In troth, I think she would. Fare you well then. Come, good sweet lady. Prithee, Virgilia, turn thy solemnness out a door and go along with us.
No. At a word, madam. Indeed, I must not. I wish you much mirth.
Well then, farewell.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. You know, she let her no be no. And if she said yes to me, I would believe her too. So thank you so much, ladies. That was absolutely brilliant. So if your no is no, make it no, and it doesn't matter. That kind of a person we all need in our life at some stage, don't we? Okay, well, that's it for this afternoon, but I do have a little bit of news for us all. Now, we've been doing this during lockdown every Sunday, okay? But next Sunday, we're going to have a day off. Yeah. And the next time you'll see us will be on Sunday, the 12th of July, and we'll have some more scenes for you on that day. And then on the 19th of July, we will be presenting to you a full production of Richard III. Yay! Can't wait. There's a lot going on in there. Oh, it's going to be exciting. So, yep, that's what we have going on for you. And as I said earlier, we will be giving all our donations to the Stephen Lawrence Trust. So that they can continue doing all the good work that they've been doing. So thank you so much to Geoffrey, Larissa, Geraldine, Siegffried, all of you. Have I missed anybody out? Larissa, oh, Susie, yeah, mustn't forget Susie and Geoffrey and Geraldine, Bridget, Larissa. Thank you so much, everyone. You did so well, kept me very well entertained, and I'm sure our audiences really loved it as well. And it's just so beautiful. We do these scenes, but so much comes up and out into our everyday that makes us think, goodness me, as human beings, does anything really ever change? And will we ever learn the lessons we're supposed to be learning? But anyway, thank you so much. Let's just say thank you and goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
And we'll see you on the 12th. We'll see you on the 12th of July, everyone. So
12th
have a
of July.
lovely day off. Do some fun things. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
The springtime, the springtime, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, da 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 da, la da dee da da. da 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 dee da 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 dum da dee da da na hey nunny no and a hey nunny nunny no da 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 dee da dum da dum da dum da da dee